This is Jim Emter, Van Ahnen Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with the closing grain and livestock comments for August 24th, 2015. Well, a historic type day, very big volatility, big action in the markets here. The Dow down nearly over 1,100 points lower at one point in the trading session today. We've since bounced back a little bit. We're down, going to finish about 700-800 points in the Dow today, and that's got a bit of an edge around the grain markets. Grain markets today came in here, looked at some beneficial rains for soybeans, and then you look on the corn side of things. The corn and wheat markets are probably the quickest markets, in our opinion, to set more of a bottoming type action. We'll see if they can muster that up. But on the day, corn market down up 3.25 in December, 380.5 close. The November soybeans down 15.5, 874 on the close there. When you look at the meal market, down just 0.50. The Chicago wheat up 3 3/4. They closed at 503 1/4. Looking at the East Minneapolis wheat up 4 cents, 522, and Kansas City wheat up 4 3/4, 475 3/4. We'll see what kind of progression we've got tomorrow. The Dow did close between 700 and 800 points lower here now, and that's going to create a bit of an edge around the market as well. We've came from 1,100 lower all the way to just 198 lower, and then settled back towards the lower end of the range. So again, very big movement, very much a big volatility type day, and we'll see what we can muster up. Dollar index also down, and I think that's what supported the corn and wheat markets as we worked ahead. Exports make up such a big factor there, and obviously the lower tone to the dollar index helped to support those markets. For beans, just too much good weather around favoring additional yields. One thing we will note though, market was expecting a 1 to 2% increase in crop condition ratings. We actually got a 0% change for both corn and soybeans. We'll see how the market handles that tomorrow. For the feeder cattle market, down 442.5, 195.05 off of expanded limits. The live cattle market down 202.5, 141.82.5, and the hog market up $3, 65.82.5. Again, another dynamic day. Hogs started $1 lower, finished limit up. The cattle market, with the expanded limits, traded near limit lower for feeders. Lives down $2, and then battled the day to try and get back $1 to $2. When you look at the cattle market with the world economic uncertainty, the cattle market has some room to give, and that's why we're trying to head down to new low territory. There is some pretty good risk here as we work ahead for cattle producers on what this potential price could mean. We believe we're in a downtrending pattern, have been pretty much reporting that way, and we're seeing that development there. Didn't quite get to the highs of 151, but are finding ourselves very quickly down to that 142, 141 area. The hog market found support, bounced off it. Now we're approaching the upper resistance point, so just a range-bound market there continued. Good slaughter numbers, good hog numbers around. That's the negative tone versus a positive tone that we've got as we work ahead. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahnen Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results.